So I'm sorry I did not make a video last week. I was working on some last minute costumes for my job because they gave us a last minute notice. So I'm going to show you what I did finish that last week. This is the headband I'm working with that I sold. Well, I have an order for it. I haven't sold it yet. And this is a toddler size, a 2-year-old size. You can see I used double strands of yarn because this one was a baby lightweight 3 yarn. So I needed a worsted weight, so I doubled it up. And it looks really nice, as you can see here. So the tails are out and everything. I have not sewn them in until I have the other one. So I'm working as well on 2 other headbands on the same knit and needle. This one is the black one. It has specks of color, and this one is loops and thread. I did not know the name of the yarn. And this one is the same gray color here. So I'm making 2 at the same time. I have seen a lot of videos of knitted socks, mittens. I think they knit them on the same needle, but I haven't seen headbands. So I'm trying it by myself so I can work faster on that because I order on both of those items and I want to get them out as soon as possible. So as I told you, I was making costumes last week for my job, and so I made hats and I dressed up. So I made the first hat I wore was this one. It's a simple double crocheted hat, and the top of it is a video from Bob Wilson 123. She did put leaves on it, but I just put curlies or corkscrews, as you call them, to simulate the vines of the pumpkin. I'm going to put pictures of me wearing all the costumes at the end of the video so you can see them. So the second day I wore this. You have seen this beanie. It's the brainwave beanie that I made slouchy, and I put the Rasta colors. So I told you I was going to donate it or something, but I ended up using it for this costume. I use Michael's wool-like for the dreads. They are yarn made, and I use the embellished knit so I can make the art cords, and I put some beads on some of them. And that was my Rasta costume. They're pretty long, and it looks really awesome on. So go. For my third costume, I made this. These are fox ears. They were cat ears, but I turned them into fox ears, and the headbands. The video tutorial was here on YouTube. Was a little thicker, but I was going to wear a wig and this ears, and I did not. And I was going to be walking around the store for hours. Around the store, and I'm like, no, I'm making it thin, because I don't need it to warm me up or anything, because I'm going to be pretty warm. So I just traced the shape of the ears on some felt, made the cuts here, and glued it on with hot glue. I know you're gonna be fringing and say, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry. I sometimes use hot glue for emergencies. And this is a costume. I'm not going to give it away or anything. Maybe later someone borrow it, if they need to be a fox. But it's a costume, and I was in a hurry. I wasn't going to sew it on or anything. So you go. And this is how it looks in the back. And for that, I found a video tutorial. Not a video tutorial, there's no video tutorial. There is a tutorial, but it's on Pinterest. It's just pictures. How to make this yarn tail here. This is my fox tail that I wore with those ears, and when I was walking around, my tail would go like this. So I moved around. It was really cool. So the video set the pin. If you follow me on Pinterest, you're gonna see I pinned that down, I believe. Yeah, you just make a braid as thick as you want to, because the thicker the braid, the fluffier your tail is going to be. So I made a medium-sized tail. I ended up adding more white in the tip of the hat. Sorry, the tail, and I ended up cutting it so it would be a little bit slimmer here. And you have to brush the tail, the braid first with a pet brush, one of those to get fur out of the pets. They're spiky. And then you have to keep making strands of yarn, wrap around your hand and cut those and tie them together and brush them and then tie them to the braid. It's a little trouble and work, but it looks really awesome. And I did not rush it as well as you need to because I was in a hurry. I wanted to finish everything, but it worked for what I wanted. So the last hat that I made was this one. It's a scarecrow hat. I put some yarn to simulate the straw for hair, and it has a bangs here. And I did not do the brim as the pattern suggested. You can find this pattern on Ravelry. And I did not do the pattern as suggested. For the brim, I made less rounds because I was running out of the cream color here for the hat. So, and I did just do a chain here. I did not slip stitch the chain around again. So I just used the chain, the regular chain, and I did use the pattern's heart shaped patch. This one is supposed to be a square, but I'm not very good at that. So I don't know what's wrong with me. Every time I try to do something straight lined, I just mess it up. So you can see the shape is like really messed up. I guess I just don't use the last chain, or I don't add it. I don't know. It always happens when I work with single crochet and try to make simple lines. Me. So I received in the mail from China. It was, I'm trying to get it out here. Wait. Now it's trying to be difficult. Okay. So I received stitch markers that you can use for knitting or crochet. So I bought these. There are 50 of them. Well, I have less now because my dog ate a few of them. And I'm going to use them. They cost me like 99 cents, a pack of 50. So in the store, they're like $3 something. Maybe the quality is better and whatever, but I am really delicate with my stuff. I do not push it in there and try to snap or break them. I work really gentle with them. I was using this ones. They're like bobby pins. Or safety pins, sorry. Like safety pins. And I have these ones that are 4 years old. I have broke like 3 of them in those 4 years. And they work fine, but sometimes when you're working in the round, they're a little difficult to put in and snap on and take out and snap again, and that frustrates me. And sorry for me moving everything around. I like to move stuff around, sorry. But they work really well. I like them too, and they cost me like, I think there were 50 of them too for 99 cents or less, 75 cents, something like that. And I have them over a year. Over 4 years now. This one's the same ones. I have not bought again of them. I usually have lost them. That's how I don't have a lot of them left. I lose them a lot. So I don't break as many, but I lose them a lot. So that is all I have to show you this week. But I have to tell you something before I leave. Remember I made a video tutorial. It's an experiment. You can try it at your own risk. The yarn ends up a little bit crunchy. I know I said it doesn't, but it ends up just a touch. crunchy, and I have not crocheted or knitted anything to show you a swatch how it looks and wash it to see how the color looks after washing it. Just maybe next week I'll do that and you can see how it turns out. So I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing week and amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys later.